guys, Matt here. So today I wanted to do a video on a Ruger Mark IV. It's a 22 handgun. Yeah, it's been around forever. If anybody has had the previous versions of it, you know the most notable thing about them is they're super accurate, but also they're kind of a pain in the butt to take apart. So this Mark IV version though, it's a lot easier to take down. It's super simple. So I'm going to go through it here and show you how to take it apart and clean it, and we'll go from there. Okay, so these Mark IVs, they're super easy to take apart. First thing, it's been safety checked. There's no magazine in it. Put the safety on. There's a little button on the back here. Push that in and the top comes off. There's a little hinge at probably halfway mark and just pops right out. You can see there's a little cutout for it. And this is one piece of milled steel with all the added on bits, of course, but the frame is made from one piece of milled steel. So we'll set that aside for a minute. Okay, so we set that aside and you can just pull it apart just like this. Super easy to take apart. You can see all the dirt and junk on there. And that's about it. So that's why people like these so much, because they're super easy to take apart. Plus, they're super accurate. They're really reliable. I mean, they're really, three main pieces of steel and a couple other components. There's not a whole lot to go wrong. There's not a whole lot to break. And they have really overbuilt this firearm. For the 22 caliber, I mean, look at that little barrel. This is heavy steel frame. This is never gonna fall apart. So I think it's one that is very simple, very accurate, very reliable, and all in all, just a great firearm. Well, let's get into this. I use Ballistol for all my firearms. I'm just going to spray this down a little, give it a quick coat. Same thing on the barrel. And we'll get a little on the frame. Alright, we'll set that aside. Let's use a soft brush for this. We'll do a medium. Needs a little scrubbing. It's a little extra dirty. Did some shooting today. So like I said though, this is probably one of my favorite firearms, if not my favorite. Even given just because it's 22. Because it's super accurate. It's easy to shoot. It's fun to shoot. You can plink with it. Ammo's cheap-ish, kind of. But it is super accurate. I'm just going to scrub inside here. Scrub by the ejector. There we go. Give the frame a little scrub-a-dub-dub. Alright, so let's give the frame a wipe down. Get all the big spots with a towel, and then I'll go back with the Q-tip. And the Q-tip is really just necessary to get in the small crevices that you can't with the towel, obviously. Alright, we're pretty much set on that. Let's do the same thing for the barrel. Give it a quick wipe down. And let's run this scrubber through it a couple times. See some little shavings come out of there. All right, let's change the scrubby bit off, and we'll put a clean pad rod on here. Let's get a couple clean pads laid out, and we'll go ahead and spray these a little. All right, put one on end here. So it's not super dirty. The barrel, I scrubbed it a little bit and got a little bit of a few burrs out, but not a whole lot on the actual towels. So we're gonna go ahead and call that good. I'm gonna clean the inside out here though with the Q-tip. This part got really dirty. As you know, 22s in general, they're pretty dirty. They make quite a mess pretty quickly. But I like to keep all my firearms clean. Every time I shoot them, I try and clean them. It doesn't always happen, especially with my Glocks. I have been known to not clean them sometimes, but they are a lot more forgiving than some of my other guns. And so that's why that happens with them. Now with 22s, they tend to kind of gum up if you don't clean them really well. This one doesn't. I haven't had it gum up on me really yet. Every once in a while I'll get a failure to feed, but that's really because of the ammunition. Sometimes it's, it might be because it's dirty, but I really think it's more the ammunition than dirt, because I keep them pretty clean. But it can always be an issue with 22's dirt. So anyway, let's move on to this. All right, this is pretty easy. Easy and quick to clean. Scrub the end here. Give it a quick scrub with a semi-soft wire brush. All right, that is it. Like I said, this gun is super easy, super quick to clean. It's a blast to shoot, so I would definitely recommend it. It'll take pretty much any ammunition. It doesn't really care too much. To put it back together, we'll do that again. Till it snaps, and you're set. All right, guys. As always, if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know. And if you have ideas for future videos, let me know. Thank you. Have a good day.